Well, welcome to the show. Sorry, a little few seconds late. Hey, welcome to Artco Drone Solutions. Yay! We're trying out some new stuff. Uh, kind of doing it on the fly today. Tonight, Mel from 400 AGL has agreed to be my first test call today, so we're going to hopefully get things going and try out some new stuff here. I upgraded my VMITs. Everything's looking great. I'm just learning all this new stuff and to bring you a better show. So let's get the ball rolling. Let's see if I could try to get this going here. Let's try to do a call. And okay. Alrighty, so I'm going to send Mel an email. Okay. Okay. Let's get up. Let's go back here. Okay. Hopefully that'll help out. And okay, cool. Cool. Great. We got a lot of people on. Thank you, folks. This is going to be a great show tonight, and we're going to work on all this. Fly Natural, Steve Carpenter, Doug Ertel, Dangerous Criminals, Rick Albert. Welcome to the show. Okay. Dang it. Alrighty. Okay, we're almost there, folks. We are almost there. Okay. Oh boy, how do I? Oh man, this is all new to me, so hopefully we'll get this going. Dang it. Well, let's get back to here and all right, Mel. What do I do? Do I I hope I'm not boring everybody. This is all just new stuff to me. We'll get this all going. True Drone Reviews, Drone Shot, welcome. Lloyd is here, great. Let's get all this going. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna send this to Lloyd or DeMille. Okay, who is this? Is crazy. Almost there, folks. Ah, yeah, okay. We are almost there. And once we get this going, this is going to be a whiz bang show. Oh man. This is this is crazy. Okay, Mel, I just emailed you the link, and if you could click on that, and oh, and I forgot to give you the password, so okay, there you go. Hopefully, oh, Rod Piker, welcome to the show, Phantom. Hodges Drone, better with the drone. Whizbang 99, welcome to the show. All right, we're almost there, guys. Uh, Hope everybody's having a great week. We had a snow day on Thursday, so I had a day off, so that was fun. Got a lot of stuff done. Got my tax refund. That's why I was able to upgrade my VMix tonight. So hopefully we could get things going. I'm going to put on the headphones and hopefully Mel is on. Oh, darn it. Okay, I think I know what I did wrong. This is just not working for me tonight. I'm gonna have to. Hmm. This is just really weird. All right. Anyway, we'll get all this figured out somehow. What I should have done earlier today is I should tried it out with Mel or Lloyd. Maybe tomorrow we'll figure out something. But how's everybody doing? Got a new video put up last week. Got my Mavic Air out looking for my lost drone. Uh, wasn't able to find it. The wind started to pick up and my battery life went way down. Oh, you're in the VMix call? Okay, let me, huh. Oh boy, let's see if I could, oh, maybe. Hmm. Oh man. Oh, come on. All right. Yeah, let's not worry about it. We'll get her done tonight. Anyway, so anybody watch the Super Bowl? I did not see the halftime show, but it looks like they had some pretty cool drone effects going on during halftime. I did see some of it on some of the other live stream shows. I think it was on Ken's show the other night, and it looked pretty cool. And I think drones are going to be the game or the wave instead of fireworks. I think drones will be a much better alternative than to fireworks. Yes, drone shot. I thought it was a terrible game. I stopped watching at halftime, but I wonder what kind of game it would have been if the Saints would have been there. Would the Patriots be able to rack up a bunch of points? Would it really be a good game? But that's, who knows what'll happen. Anyway, so got this all set up, and the everything is looking good. I like the logo, the layout of the name down below. That looks pretty cool. So in the future, I'm going to get some really good guests from all over the world. Already, I've been trying to contact people around the world and here. So the show is evolving. It's going to become a better show. We'll get a better layout of my show. Who knows what it'll look like? Centroid Ariel, he's got a really nice setup. I really like that. So I'm gonna be working on that. Chris Hope, welcome to the show. And what else is going on? Oh, I just registered my my company name is Artco Drone Services. So soon I will be having my my business license, and I will be ready to go. Well, and then I'll join the Chamber of Commerce. So looking forward to that. Ken had a really good video that really helped me out on how to set up a business for my drone business. So, yes, that's right, Lloyd. It is a work in process. I'm up to, I think, 341 subs. It's growing every week. I'm really excited about that. And I want to get up there to 1,000. I want to get it over 1,000, and start getting to where I could monetize this show and really get this thing off the ground, so to speak. It is a drone show. There are a lot of really interesting people out there, other than what you see on, the other live streams. I follow a lot of people from around the world, especially in the Philippines. And several of those people, they fly drones in their videos. And so I know one of them has been on Greg Kunert's show. He's had one of his videos on his show. So I'm going to try to reach out to James Tanner from My PI Dreams, and we'll get him on the show. We'll talk about drones and how he got started in that, and we'll talk about his channel. And basically what it's about is building a home in the Philippines. He's a retiree, married to a Filipina, and they bought a lot back in 2010, and now they finally built a house. It's been almost a year and a half or 2 years since he's broke ground on this house. No, it's been but they finally got to where they could live in it last, August, I think. And it's still a work in progress. And it's a great show. And he uses his drone to show the progress of the building of the house, which I thought was very interesting. And he shows us the layout of the subdivision that he's built his house in. So you get to see a lot of what that country looks like from his place. And other people that I want to get on are Will and Haley Dasovich. They're vloggers out of the Philippines. They use a lot of drone footage in their videos. Philly Drone Life, welcome to the show. Simon Cockane, welcome to the show. Welcome, oh, from the UK, great. All right, super. So we're getting a lot of support from all over the world here on this channel. Just recently, Will put up a video today where they went to Lake Taal, and they went out to the volcano that's out in the middle of the lake, and got some really cool drone footage out there. And that's one of the places that I want to visit next time I go back to the Philippines, which will be next year around this time. And when I go there, I will bring my Mavic Air with me and my GoPros and get some really great drone footage. And I'll bring my laptop as well so that I can upload from there. It'll be interesting to see how all this works out, especially my girlfriend lives out in the province, so I might have a little bit of problem uploading some of the video out there, but we'll work it out. Hey, Ken Heron's in the house. All right, just trying out the new upgrades here. We'll get it all worked out. Maybe tomorrow what I'll do is I'll get Mel and Lloyd, and we'll get together and we'll get the vMix call-in working. I know you could do Skype on vMix. I looked at a video this afternoon on how to do that, so I would really like to have you on the show, Ken. That would be awesome. I'd like to get Kelly Shores on and Chris Rollins and a lot of you guys out there that are watching tonight. I will eventually get you on the show. The thing is, I don't know, but I'm going to ask Mel about this, but I probably could do more than one caller on this show, because I saw Mel on his show Wednesday where they had Lloyd on, his sidekick Lloyd, and then he had another guest on. The snow situation is not bad. We had a small storm come in Wednesday that caused the company to we got a snow day because the roads were so crappy and it got really cold at night, and the roads were just going to be bad the next day. So, but today we got up into the upper 30s, low 40s today. I think it's going to be a little not as warm tomorrow, and then we got another storm coming in on Thursday. Probably won't get much, but it'll just be cold. We'll probably get a couple inches out of that. But yeah, I wanted to go out today, but I just got tied up, and then it got cloudy. Hopefully tomorrow morning, that's usually when the weather is best, when it's nice and sunny and and really calm winds out there, and that'll make for a really good drone shots. One of the places I want to go to is Highlands Pond, which is not too far from here, and it's probably all frozen over by now because of the really cold temps we had a couple days ago. But it'll be an interesting shot. I'm still looking for some new places to fly and to bring some good content to you guys out there. So that's what's going on today. Still polishing up some more stones. I got more Petoskey stones here. I got this guy that I just did. Petoskey stones, if you're not from Michigan, they are fossilized coral. And here's one of my bigger specimens. And I've got one really large one that's about a couple weeks away from being finished. But yeah, it's a fun little hobby. When the weather's crappy, I could just, throw some rocks in the barrel, put some grit, and let it run for a week. And it takes about a month to get to the finished product. All right, Ken, and bye. You have a great evening there. Thanks for stopping in. That was just wonderful. All right, cool. Drone Fits. Oh, you live in Michigan. All right. What part of Michigan? I used to live in Royal Oak and Troy, which is a northern suburb of Detroit. And boy, they're getting the snow right now. It is frigid cold up there. Any of you that live along Lake Michigan, I am looking for agates. If you can find me some agates, send them to me, especially if you're around the Leelanau Peninsula or the northern shores of Lake Michigan. I'm looking for bluestones. If you can find those, send them to me. The address is in the my description. So cool. Doug, yeah, Doug I know lives in Minnesota. And old guy on a drone, welcome to the show. We're up to 19 people watching. Cool. Cool. And things are looking really good. Oh, I got this backpack, which is just perfect for carrying the Mavic Air around, and I can put all of my GoPro stuff in there. So when you see some of my upcoming videos, you'll see me getting out my apartment with my backpack on and heading out to the next flight. All right, cool. Yes, I would love to fish at your ponds, drone effects. Cool. I would love that. I'm hoping to go back to my class reunion in September. It's my 40th reunion this year. And it'll be September 21st. So that'll be a lot of fun. I hope to get a couple days off to where I could go out there and maybe get a little bit of fishing in and fly my drone around. But if not, if I could get there like on a Friday afternoon, maybe I could fly my drone around, go down to the school, and cause some trouble with the drone down there. All right, cool. And that's what's going on. Bill the Drone Reviewer, hey, welcome to the show. Oh yes, you're Claude. Yeah, okay. I remember you, Drone Effects. Yeah, you have those ponds in Ludington, and I'll have to look really quick where Ludington is. Okay, Ludington, Michigan. Okay. I've heard of that. Oh yeah, it is on the Lake Michigan side. Okay, cool. Oh, okay. You are Ludington is just south of Manistee. Yeah, and you could take a ferry from Ludington to Manitowoc, Wisconsin. Yeah, cool. Yeah, okay. uh, yeah, get a tattoo. I thought about getting a tattoo in remembrance for my dad who passed away 14 years ago. He was a veteran of World War II. He served in the Pacific Theater, and I think that's why I have this interest for the Philippines because he was stationed at a couple places in the Philippines. He was stationed in Leyte right after the Battle of Leyte Gulf, and then he went up to Clark Airfield, which is in Pampanga near Angeles City, which is north of Manila on the island of Luzon. And he's got some great uh, photos that he left. One of them is a B-29 bomber getting ready to go on a bombing run, which was cool. Uh, but yes, and he had some really good stories about the Philippines. And I've been to two of the bases that he was stationed in as part of the occupation force in 1945 after the war. One of them was at Sugi, which is west of Tokyo, which is a naval air station, and then he was stationed at Okinawa just prior to going to Atsugi. But when he was at Atsugi, he got a photograph of one of his buddies sitting on what's called a baka bomb. And what a baka bomb is a man piloted, rocket propelled uh, suicide bomb, essentially. It had a 1,000 pound high explosive warhead in the nose section. And they were basically used to sink naval vessels at the closing part of the war. But I thought that was really interesting. All right, Doug, welcome to jumping in. You have a great evening. So that was quite an adventure going to Japan. I was part of a USO type show back when I was doing stand up comedy. Oh, wow, Bill, your dad was on the Lexington. Wow. Uh, now the Lexington didn't fare very well. It was sunk at Coral Sea, I believe. The Saratoga survived the war, but was expended in the atomic test in 1946 as part of the Baker Able tests, and Mel, how are you doing? Are you feeling better now? I know you had kind of a touch of a bug there. I just got over a nasty bug a couple weeks ago. There's something going around, and boy, I felt like crap for a while. Philly Drone Life, my dad was part of the Philadelphia mob. Oh boy. Oh, the USS Fletcher. Okay. Interesting. My father was in the Army Air Force. He was in the 5th Army Air Force, and he was a radio and radar tech. Um, right after the bombing at Pearl Harbor, my dad was at the time, he was a student at the University of Chicago, and my grandfather said, hey, if you go to Philadelphia, they have this radio and radar school, and when you graduate, you'll be a commissioned officer. So he did that, but unfortunately, the class before him was the last class to get those commissions. Oh wow, Mikey McBrien on YouTube. Okay, they're rebuilding a bunch of DC-3s. Oh cool. Oh cool. My father got to work on the radio for Air Ace Richard Bond, who is from Wisconsin. Um, he flew the P-38 Lightning and did very well, but was sent home to help out with the war bonds. Ironically or sadly, the day that we dropped the first atomic bomb was the day he was killed in a testing of what was the P-80, which was, you know, the United States' first operational jet fighter. Prior to that, Bell had a P-49, which was the first jet-powered plane that we had. Okay, oh wow, somebody got 23,000 subs and just, wow, that's awesome. Yeah, MacArthur, yep. Wow, that's something, drone effects. Yeah, MacArthur was my dad's boss too. But yeah, uh, after he graduated from Philadelphia, he was sent to Fairchild Air Base in Washington, where they installed radios on the P P-39, the Air Cobra, which was an interesting plane that had the engine behind the pilot, and it had I think a 30 millimeter cannon through the propeller hub, and we were leasing, excuse me, we were leasing these to the Russians, so we swapped out the good radios, and then we put in the very basic radios. Oh wow, your dad drove around MacArthur. Wow, that is something. Excuse me. All right. Yeah, MacArthur was a pretty interesting man from an interesting family. His father was a general. I know he served in the Civil War, but I think he became a general around the Spanish-American War. Cool. And my dad got so he had a lot of really interesting stories about the war because he wasn't on the front line, so he was able to talk about it. I know a lot of the veterans that did the real heavy lifting, that actually fought. You could talk to any veteran um, who was, we call them the brown pounders. These were the guys that were actually in the fight, and just about all of them they really don't want to talk about their experience, and I can understand it's very traumatic. You're seeing a lot of really, really bad stuff going on. And as I got older, I'm starting to realize why these veterans are having a hard time. And I think a lot of it is because our technology is changing. And I think the world is, you know, moving faster and faster and faster. And I think people are, I don't know, things are just moving at a really different pace. And but at least we haven't had another world war. It's been, over 70 years since the end of World War II. Yeah, we've had some small skirmishes around the world that we've been involved in, but nothing on the scale of World War II, where millions and millions of people died. So, hey, let's get back to drones. I just saw something. There's news trickling out about about the Phantom 5, which is, Bill the drone reviewer, his dad gave him a diary, and they knew about the atomic bomb before. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, my dad told me uh, things when he wrote back to home. He was had to be real careful not to discuss about anything about what they were doing or where they were and stuff like that. So uh, and now with technology today, like YouTube and uh, and Facebook. I I'm involved in sort of a long distance relationship with a gal in the Philippines, and it's making the world much smaller. Um, and want to visit her next year when I get over there. I gotta work out something with my job, because you know, if I want to take more than 2 weeks off, then I have to go to HR and, talk to them. And it's a whole, even though I got 200 hours of vacation that I could use. But I think they just don't want people taking off at long stretches of time. And I get that. But yeah, now drones are coming along, and it's got me interested in another hobby, and it's getting me outside, and I'm losing some weight, which is good because I am, outdoors, and I'm moving around, and I think that is the, you know, the solution why people they really can lose weight if they just start moving. I think this obesity thing is because technology is now, we're staying home more and more and more, and nobody's moving. They're stuck at the computer, or they're stuck on their cell phone, and they're just shoving food in their mouths, and they're gaining weight. I go over to the Philippines, and I see a lot of, the kids are thin, but once they get old, they'll start gaining that weight. But the people there are just fantastic. Just love the people there. And that's right. We need uh, more men like our dads. All right, so let's let's add a few moderators here. So drone effects. Okay, cool. And yeah, so that's how it goes. We got it. I think too many parents are trying to be friends with their kids, and instead of being parents. And wow. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Phantom Hodges. Yeah, that's great, Steve. Yeah, my grandfather, he was the photographer in the family. He loved cameras, and he loved motorcycles. Uh, that's how he lost a lot of his teeth. And this is back in the turn of the century when Harley Davidson was getting going. I've got some photographs of him tinkering with his old motorcycle, and he's a veteran of World War One, but he never got a chance to go to Europe. But he was sent down to Texas, down to the border to keep Pancho Villa from entering the country. I mean, even back then we had illegals entering the country. Imagine that. And his brother, my great uncle, he served in World War One. He was at the Battle of Chateau Thierry and Belleau Woods. Got a Purple Heart. Survived the gas attack. He was a neat guy. Met him a few times when I was a kid. Uh, but he never had any kids. I think they had a daughter, but she died when she was very young. This is back in the day where they quarantined neighbors. Whenever kids had a mumps or measles outbreak, they put a thing on the door saying quarantine, and people weren't able to leave the house so they wouldn't spread the disease around. And now nowadays, uh, they don't have that. I wasn't much into model railroading. I did a little bit. I dabbled in it, but I did uh, models. I did model cars a little bit, but mostly airplanes and battleships. Those were my fun. And then I got into making balsa wood airplanes. Where you put the paper on there and you put the dope, and that was fun. I was into control line airplanes for a second with the gas powered motors. Those were fun. Michael W. Blade, welcome to the show. Uh, yeah, I did Lego too. I had a lot of Legos. I had enough to where I made my own version of the Empire State Building with. Uh, and then I got into fishing and loved that. Uh, got into photography for a while, and then I got back into photography, but mostly videography when I got into stand-up comedy, and because I was using video to tape my shows, so I could send demo videos to club owners and booking agents. Yeah, the only spaceships I made, well, I did make the Apollo spacecraft. It was about 3 feet tall, and I mean it was a whole shebang for me. And I also did the Star Trek ships. I made the Enterprise, and I made a Klingon battle cruiser, which was cool. I dabbled in Estes rockets for a while. That was fun. Uh, hey, I've got, and this is going to be a new section for my show when I have guests on, is I want to ask you folks, what was your first computer that you owned? My very first computer that I owned was a Timex Sinclair 1000, which was about the size of a paperback book. And it had that membrane keypad, and it had something like, I think it had like 4 or 8K of RAM memory. Yeah, the Saturn V rocket. Yep, I built one of those. Yep. And I did get the expansion memory module, and I got an upgrade for the keyboard to where it had, a regular type keyboard, which was cool. And Bill the Drone Reviewer. Oh, you had the Radio Shack Model 1? All right. Steve Carpenter Atari 800 XL with the dual 5 1/4 inch floppies. You know what? Mine didn't have those. I had to store my programs on a cassette tape. Oh yeah, Commodore 64. I wanted one of those because it had sound on it. But one of my first programs that I made was to calculate fret intervals for a given scale length, because back in the day I built guitars too, so that was kind of cool. I still have my Phantom 3 Advanced. One of these days I'll get it back out. Apple with ROM only. Oh, Trash 80 and the Commodore 64. Cool. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I remember those mats. They had the built-in CRT in them. I forgot what those were called. Were those oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. If you shut it off, you lost everything. Uh, that's what the cassette player was for. You downloaded your program onto tape, and then if you wanted to upload it, you had to. It was a pain in the butt. And if you listen to the tape after that, it sounded like Lisa. That's right. That's right. And it didn't last very long. I think it was one of Apple's big flops. Yeah. Mhm. And then, oh, Coleco was another computer company that didn't stay around, and but IBM, when they came out with the PC, that killed everybody. And that was my second computer, which was it wasn't a 286. It was the one prior to the 286, and it was a yeah, big metal case, and it had a 5 1/4 inch floppy, and it also had a 3 1/2 inch floppy on it. All right, so Audio Wizard, welcome to the show. Oh man, got a little bit of water left. All right. Well, all right. So yeah, there's a lot of people trying out that new uh, controller for the Mavic 2 Pro, and there have been a lot of good things and a lot of bad things. The most of the complaints revolve around the firmware update, and that's what I'm hearing. Well, folks, I want to thank you all for stopping by and let me entertain you for a while. Yeah, that's right. One typo, yeah. Especially if you're a basic programmer, boy, and that was really hard to debug a program. All right. Okay, folks. Well, yeah, the price, yeah, the 650 bucks for the smart controller. Man, that is my first real drone with GPS was the Phantom 3 Standard, and I think I got the whole shebang for under 300 bucks. All right, uh, let's call it a night, folks. I gotta go eat, go make some dinner. Thanks for stopping in. Uh, we're going to get all this figured out. I think tomorrow I'll get with Mel and Lloyd, and we'll figure out the call-in stuff. And next week we'll get her done. You all have a great weekend, and see you next time. Bye. Alrighty, then we go. Where do we go? What?